You guys know the deal. I do this all the time. I wake up every day. I look over the transfer portal. I assess the decisions being made by these young men. And I just say, what the ever-living flip are you doing? Like, I don't blame the universities. I know the college's job, the coach's job is to get his best 85. Coach's job is to get the best team he can possibly get. And sometimes they got to lie to kids. Sometimes they got to trick them into coming to their school. Sometimes they got to promise them they're going to get a starting job and they're not. Sometimes they got to say, yeah, it's going to be a competition all spring, all fall. We still haven't decided, and they keep you on the team. But I don't know if anybody's lying to this young man right here. If you guys don't know, this is Timmy McClain in the picture below me. Timmy McClain, coming out of high school, was one of the very best quarterbacks. I'm telling you, top notch. One of the best in the country. Okay? They led his team to an undefeated record his junior year. They ended up losing third round in the playoffs. And then they won the state title back when it was like 8A in Florida, before they redid all their divisions and stuff. Timmy McClain was the greatest quarterback in the Orlando area. And he goes to South Florida. And South Florida is having quarterback problems early on. And this young man is he's super young. Okay? And he gets on the field, he gets to play, and he plays pretty damn good. And he starts some games. And he parlays that after their coach gets fired, because they had a 1-11 season. Right? All their star players, Batty went to Auburn. Their two wide receivers go to Colorado. You guys know them. You guys all talk about them. Jimmy and Xavier. But here's the quarterback, Timmy McClain. Jerry Bohannon was there, just transferred in from Baylor. But you got Timmy McClain, and he goes to UCF. I was very critical of the move. I thought, man, why are you transferring to UCF? You can't start there. They got John Rice Plumlee. And then they're like, well, he's just going to back up John Rice Plumlee. I'm like, oh, they got another kid named Mikey Keene who's amazing. Well, Mikey Keene leaves and goes to Fresno State, and he's the starting quarterback over there. Okay. All right, Timmy McClain's the guy. That's what you think. The coaches don't think that. The coaches do not think that at all. They signed Timmy McClain as an oh shit plan in case something goes wrong. And then this offseason comes. This is Timmy's time, Rico. John Rice Plumlee just left. He's going to be with the Steelers. It's Timmy McClain's time. No, it's not. They just hit the transfer portal, and they don't trust this man. They said, we need to go get KJ Jefferson from Arkansas. Does everything this man does and is much bigger. And, coaches are just looking for size. They're not looking for guys. They're looking for size. We learned that the hard way just yesterday. So Tim McClain gets back in the transfer portal, and I think it's an intriguing transfer. But where's he going to go? Oh, I don't know. It says here he's transferred to Arkansas State in the Sun Belt. Wow. Butch Jones, by the way, head coach Butch Jones. He was on the hot seat until last year. They started winning games. And if you didn't notice, Arkansas State won some games that nobody expected them to. You know why? Because they discovered a true freshman quarterback that nobody recruited. Okay? I made a video about Jalen Rayner in September. In September, bro. Before the rest of the world knew anything was going on, I went and watched the tape and I said, hold up. There's a hidden gem at Arkansas State, and I made the video, and it's right there in 4K. In September, I made this video. One of us does this for a living. The rest of you guys are just haters. I said Jalen Rayner is him. Arkansas State found a real quarterback. This man is way too good to be at Arkansas State. He became the Sun Belt Freshman Player of the Year. And he is without a doubt the starting quarterback at Arkansas State. So what are we doing? What do you really think? Yo, Reek, I'm Timmy McClain. If I could start at South Florida, one of the worst teams in America, and I couldn't start at UCF, I could definitely start in the Sun Belt at Arkansas State. No, you can't. You're not winning that quarterback battle. You're transferring to be a backup. You're already a backup at UCF. You're already entrenched in the system. You could have just stayed at UCF and been the backup. Now you're backing up a guy who's a true sophomore, meaning he has more eligibility than you. How are you going to see the field? When? What are we doing? He's hoping for an injury? Did they promise you you'd be the starter after he transfers and leaves to a bigger program? This is terrible, man. This is a good quarterback going the Jacoby Criswell route. Just going to keep transferring to schools and never be the starter. I just keep picking schools that don't need me. Don't get me wrong. The coaches are doing it great. You know, last night I made a video and I was extremely critical of Ohio State and Michigan and how they lied about their quarterback battles to keep both players on the team. Through the spring, through the fall, they kept both quarterbacks on the team. Michigan did it in 2022. Last year, Ohio State did it, right? And I talked about this, and then somebody wrote in the comments like, yeah, Rico, the teams, the two winningest teams are doing it wrong. You're so right. No. The teams are doing it perfect. It's not advantageous for these players. They don't give a shit about these players' careers. They don't care how much playing time they give you. It's a coach's job to get a loaded position group. Get the best players. Get them all on your team. They don't care if you play or not. Nah. Doesn't care. And you got to learn this. Just watch Ole Miss. Watch Ole Miss. Ole Miss will recruit 10 guys to a position group. Does not care. Lane Kiffin's like, yo, well, the best guy's getting on the field. We're going to put it all together and somebody get on the field. But, coach, you promised this guy and this guy and this guy. You told me to transfer here to improve my draft stock. I know Isaac Ukwu, but you're just in rotation, bro. That's just the way it's going to be. I know. Zachary Franklin, I know, bro. I know you're a 100 reception guy. You're just one of the receivers now. You're not going to get any reps. They don't care. They're going to just recruit as many people to that school as possible. And to see it at Arkansas State is wild. To see this young man choose Arkansas State is wild to me, man. This is a great quarterback. Jalen Raynor's not losing the quarterback job. Jalen Raynor's better than you. You might not think so, but you should have turned on the tape. Jalen Raynor is a true hidden gem. FBS teams across America missed. That's why I made that video. If you want to do it, just do a search, RicoKnows Arkansas State, and go to TikTok and do that search. You will find the video. I posted it last September about how great this kid is going to be, and he was 100% better than any of you thought. 0-star kid, no stars, all this shit. I said, whatever. This is why I'm RicoKnows. I get this stuff right. Tim McClain, I'm going to talk about you next offseason when you hit the transfer portal again after having not played a single play at Arkansas State. Not done anything significant. I'll talk about you next offseason. And I'll do an I'm Right video. Your friends don't know, but Rico knows.